Hello everyone, welcome back to the SQL series of Data Engineering with Animesh. Today we are going to solve a sixth question in our LeetCode series. So let's go to the question directly. So the question says, customer who visited but did not make any transactions. Okay, now go to the problem description. There's a table known as visits where visit ID is the column with unique values for this table. This table contains information of the customer who visited the mall. So might be this table would contain a visit ID and a customer ID. So if a customer visited the place thrice, so it will have three different visit ID for the same customer ID. Now the other table is transactions, where transaction ID is the column with unique values for this table. This table contains information about the transactions made during a particular visit ID. Okay, write a solution to find the IDs of the user who visited without making any transaction and number of times they made these type of visit. Return the result table sorted in any order. Okay, so basically we have to find those customer, the visit ID of those customer who visited but did not make any transactions. Okay, let's see the example quickly. So this is a visit table with visit ID and the customer ID, then transaction table, and output is customer ID 54, count number on transactions 2. Means 2 times 54, the customer with ID of 54 would have visited but did not make any transaction. Let's verify this. So 54 had visited thrice with visit ID 5, 7, and 8. But see, the transaction has only been done with a visit ID of 5. So when he visited with 7 and 8 visit ID, he did not make any transactions. So that is why the count is 2. Now, customer ID 30. 30 has visited with a visit ID 4, and we could not see any visit ID 4 in this transaction. So that is why 1. Now, if I say 23 has one visit ID with 1, but it had made any transaction and it has not visited any other time. So hopefully you would have gotten what the question is asking, that you have to find the number of times the particular visit was made by a customer, but he or she did not make any transactions. If you want, you can go through this explanation as well, where it has explained you the same thing that I've explained before, but in a written way. So this might help for your better understanding. Now let's solve this question. I will go step by step in this question because this is a bit complex. I will keep running to see if I'm getting the right thing or not. Okay. So what I'm thinking is that we have to take into account all the entries of customer and see for which the transaction ID is null. So if you have seen my previous videos, and you might be getting a link above this video also, this corresponds to a left join where you get the null values if a value is not present in the second table. So I'm going to use a left outer join or left join here. So okay, from visits v left join transactions t on, that is simple because visit ID. So v dot visit id is equals to t dot visit id, and let's select customer id as of now transaction. Just to make you explain this, I am selecting uh, these two as of now. So it would be v dot customer id and t dot transaction id. I will just modify it in my second run. Let's see what this gives. Don't go into this test dot transaction left run visit or transactions. Okay. Okay. T dot transaction. V dot unknown column is T dot transaction ID. Okay. TRANS. Okay, sorry, a spelling mistake. Okay, so don't go for the wrong answer. Just see. Okay, you can see now we have null values for the transaction ID. See, 54 would have twice the null value. Okay, now we have to count this only where it is giving the null values. Okay, so what will be your where condition? Where T dot, I don't want to make again a spelling mistake and waste your time. Sorry for that. Transaction ID is null. Okay, now just quickly run this. Okay, see what we get. I'm running on every step so that anyone who have confusion would be able to correctly understand how this is working. Now see, 54 twice null, 96 one time null, and 31 time null. Okay, this we have to get and this we are currently getting. So we will remove this and just do a count star, which will count the number of times a row is coming or a particular row is repeating in our output. But you know that count generally works with a group by. And from where we have to group by? We have to group by customer ID. Because see, we have to count how many times 54 has occurred in the output. Twice, right? So we have to group by so that it forms this as a group and then count these. So we quickly do group by v dot customer ID and this will give you the result. I hope so. My fingers are crossed. But this was slightly complex one. Ah, and oh, okay. I understand why it is giving wrong. Okay, see, you have got the right answer. The It is giving an error because my column names are not matching. So just use it as an alias as count number of TRAN trans. Okay, now see, it should go in green, and yes, it is accepted. Okay, so I hope you would have understand this problem, the solution, because I have explained it in a step by step running the query. So you can also do like this whenever you practice. Just keep running the query so you will get to know that what is the result of different set of statements that you have written, and you can form this query step by step. Any query that you are working or you're going to be asked in an interview, you cannot get a full solution in one go. You have to divide it from very basic, from then where, group by, different columns, count. So try to practice in that way. You can pause the video anytime, practice it, and then come back to this video and see if your solution matches or if there's any error you can see from this. So I hope you had a good learning session on this question. Keep learning, keep practicing, and goodbye. I will see you in my next video.